So when you're doing detail work, don't damage your other work by just dropping your tools directly on the floor, especially this way, because you're going to damage it. Somebody's going to kick it, trip it, or something, make a mark on the floor. So scraper over the floor. Okay, if I have a damage on the floor, like say there's a drum score or a mark here in the middle of the field, I can use a scraper to remove that material. I could run the scraper like this. You can see it's erasing the pencil mark, and I'm having really thin shavings here. You don't have to put a ton of pressure on the scraper for it to do the work. If it's sharp, it'll do the work on its own. You also don't have to run the scraper where the body of the scraper is in line with the plank. I can run the scraper at an angle and still shave. Now there are reasons why I'd want to do that, and one of them would be if I have to scrape from one board to another board through an end joint. So if I'm scraping a board through an end joint, I don't want to have the blade get hooked into the gap of the joint, right? So I need to bridge over the path by scraping so. The other thing about it is that you notice when I put my blade in contact with the floor, I don't keep lifting it off the floor. So once you contact the floor, just get the free ride back. It doesn't do anything this way because the angle of attack on the metal is not going to scrape. This side will scrape, so you just leave in contact. Now why wouldn't I? Is because every time you contact the floor, that little impact microscopically puts a cut in the face of the wood pipe. If you put your head down and look at this obliquely, you'll see a different haze in that spot versus the rest of the floor. Because that thing put a different pattern of scratches on the floor than what you did here in the middle. And that different pattern of scratches, when people use this thing around the perimeter of a room, is what leads to the halo effect. When you stain the room up, why is the wall line a different tone than the rest of the room? Is because you have created a different scratch pattern in the floor. Whatever paper you finished polished sanding the floor with, whether it's 100 mesh or 120 gold paper or what have you, you want to be able to use that and blend in your polished work for the field into that corner, so it looks like the machine got all the way into the corner. All right? I blend all that in, blend it this way.